Welcome to my YouTube channel, Scott Tanner Violin, where I create videos to help you become a more successful violin student. In this video, we're going to learn how to play Song of the Wind. Divide it up into three sections. A learning section where you learn some of the elements for playing this song. We'll also have a practice part of it, or chapter, where you can play along with me at a slower tempo. And then we'll do a performance tempo. To teach this video, I usually separate songs into right hand and left hand elements. In the right hand, it's going to be staccato, just like we've been doing for Twinkle Variations and Lightly Row. So where your arm makes more of a 90-degree angle, set your bow in the middle, and the bow should be perpendicular to the bridge and to the fingerboard right in the middle over these two F holes. So you want to practice moving your forearm like this. We don't want to move a whole arm like this. Just right there. For the left hand, let's talk about a few things that you'll need to learn in order to play Song of the Wind. The first thing to recognize is that we'll be playing an A scale, similar to what you played in Lightly Row. Sounds like this. And that's where it ends, on that E. We don't continue to play first fingers F sharp, G sharp, or A. Once we get to the E string, we'll play it 4 times. So we're going to combine, and that's something you can practice, is the articulation in the right hand, staccato articulation, and just playing a scale. A, 1, 2, 3, and then E 4 times. The next item to think about is learning how to play with what I call jumping threes. You just want to practice jumping your third finger from the E string to the A string, like this, without any other fingers down. Once you can do that successfully by being able to hear the pitch when you drop your finger down in place, is to put your first finger, F sharp, down. That is this note. And then jump your third finger from the A string to the E string. You want to practice it so that you can hammer your finger down on the string and you can actually hear it. The next step in playing jumping threes is then with the bow. Also notice that I rotate the bow at the same time that I move the finger from the A to the E string. And then you'll want to learn to play that a little bit faster. Always leaving the first finger down. Another right hand element is bow recovers. We haven't yet had to do a bow recover, and that just means that when we get to the end of a note, we're going to circle back. Now, since we're playing more staccato articulation, and I'm playing really starting in the middle of the bow, you want to recover your bow to the middle of the bow and not to the frog. So you can continue playing the same articulation with which you started. So practice your recovers and just recover straight back to the middle, about the middle of the bow. Notice I have a nice big circle. I also need to practice quick and small bow recovers. The last left hand item to learn is that of an A major arpeggio. The notes consist of open, 2, E. That's a 1-octave A major arpeggio. After you've learned to play the A major arpeggio, you need to incorporate a short, quick bow recover. With this information, I think you're ready to start working on Song of the Wind. We'll now move into the next portion of this video, which I consider to be called the practice video on playing Song of the Wind. A practice video means that I'll play it very slowly and will take time in between notes and string crossings. You'll also find pointers on the screen right here. I'll also begin with an introduction. The last chapter in this performance video is that of a performance tempo, which would be an appropriate tempo for you to play at a recital. If you need to slow the video down, or if you want to speed the video up, you can do so by going to the settings wheel and adjusting the playback speed. Let's begin with an introduction.